Hello, my name's the amazing Tristeon, and today we're going to do some exploring. That's my first time doing the live streamy thing, so I was originally going to be planning to do this earlier, but it didn't work. So we have to figure it out now, so we'll start going. Today all I'm going to be doing is very simple. All I'm going to be doing is doing a little bit of adventuring. It won't be long, I just want to kind of fill out the rest, or at least most of this map. As you can see, I've already filled out quite a bit. Here in this little band is where we are. Here's a big plain. Here's the ocean we found last episode. Here's a little swamp. Here's the mountain range, and here's a big badlands area. So it's a pretty awesome area, and today we'll be exploring it. So first of all, we have to actually get organized for this trip. Now, if you're watching this, which I know that no one actually is currently live right now, but if you're watching it after the fact, please keep in mind that I'll try and do weekly or at least monthly streams just to do various repetitive small tasks from now and again. So fairly simple, but also pretty good. Okay, so my crafting tables, I don't need any chests, so I'll put this in the chest. I don't need cobble, other than I might grab a stack of cobble as pillaring material. I don't need any of that. Neither do I have that. Neither do I have that. Neither do I have that. I know I'm kind of chucking this all into one chest right now, but I'm kind of just trying to get started. We don't need any of that. We don't need any of that, and we don't need a double bed, and we don't need any wool. It should be all we need for now: a sword, a pickaxe, and of course we'll need a stack of cobblestone just as a pillaring material. And of course I'll be taking 3 iron ingots in case I need them. Okay, so let's go! Now for this expedition, I'll be going fairly simply. I'll just literally be going just straight, and when it comes to night, I'll sleep. Now I have 2 main goals for this expedition. One is to explore the entirety of the Badlands, and 2 is to establish a Badlands outpost, kind of. That way, when I visit the Badlands, I have like a mini base there that I can visit and do my work there. So pretty awesome. And the good thing is that I'll never really run out of food because I have enough cobblestone to make a furnace. I can use the wood as fuel, and there's plenty of animals along the way. Okay, so as we're going, we can see the fence. So let's go. Okay, and I forgot to say this is the amazing Tristeon, and today we will be exploring in Minecraft. I haven't actually really ever done it this time, just because this is a stream, not pre-recorded. So it's kind of strange for me. Okay, and now, if you're watching this after the fact, I'll try and make a stream highlights, kind of, if there's any strange, crazy things that happen during the stream. Now just wait for a moment, because I just need to calibrate something. Yes, I know it's kind of annoying, but it's what has to be done. Okay, so calibrating, and I'm sorry for the distraction, but there. Perfect. So let's continue on our merry way. Now, my eventual goal for this is having a the smallest map size, 1:1, or 1:1, because this is a huge map. This is 1,000 by 1,000 blocks, the whole map. So I'd like to have like smaller, like 10 by, not 10 by 10, but like 100 by 100 areas, and then I can have a huge map wall in the base. Now for this voyage, the main transport will be just a boat because there's so much of it. Oh, a lava fall? Oh, this is actually perfect. It's a perfect place for me to get my lava. Okay, so now I'm just looking to make sure there aren't that many drowned in the area. and I set sail. Okay, it's actually the wrong way. I have to turn around, apparently. No, that was actually the wrong way. I have to turn around again. This is a little chaotic. Now, my favorite biome in the game is probably the Badlands, I'd have to say. Well, technically, they're called the Mesa, but who really calls it that? The Badlands is what's called in real life. In fact, just the other day, we actually visited Badlands in real life, and it was beautiful. Okay, so now we're passing the river delta area. The one thing that I don't really like about this... Oh, looks like a sheep drowned. That's sad. One of the only things I don't actually like about him... One of the main things I don't like about Bedrock is that the maps aren't that good, mostly because of the fact that in Bedrock you can't have named banners represent waypoints on the map, and that kind of ruins lots of it for me. It's still a great thing, but it's just not as good. And now, I'm going to give you a few tips for when you explore. What you should always have is your exploring kit, like your exploring dedicated stuff. Like I, for example, have my map and my book and quill, some iron tools, pretty much your highest grade of tools you have commonly available. For me, it's iron. For later game players, it might be diamond. So that type of tools. And then you also have to have a stack or two of a pillaring block. Like for example, in this case, I have some stone, and then you should have a few iron ingots, just so that if something breaks, you can repair it using iron. Don't bring diamonds. If you die, that'll be much worse. And just in general, you should also bring some food. You should bring a bed. You should bring torches, and you should bring backup pickaxes and backup other stuff if you really deem it's necessary. So now for a funny occurrence that happened off camera. So what actually happened is that we were going normally, but what actually suddenly happened is that, hello, now I was in the middle of starting, but then I realized that I never actually hit the record button. So here I am now. I'm in the middle of the ocean, traveling towards the beautiful Mesa, which is arguably the best biome in the game. Okay, so I need to cross this area. So how do I do it? Yeah, so if you don't know, I have two goals for this episode. Well, it's live stream, which will count as a schedule episode. My goals are, one, to establish a little outpost down all the way into Mesa, which you can see on the map is quite a bit away. And number two, explore more, just like explore the entirety of the Mesa for the most part. Yeah, if you can't tell already, I love the Mesa in Minecraft. Technically, it's called the Mesa, but I really call it the Badlands. This makes more sense, and it's actually true. It's more oftenly called the Badlands and the Mesa in real life. Now, here's actually something really silly. You can see that witch hut down there. It was cool, but actually burned down halfway. There must have been a puddle of lava somewhere, because I loaded the chunks and actually started burning down. Luckily, I ran away as fast as possible to unload the chunks, so I would never know where the witch hut is, because witches can be very awesome, and I might be able to build a witch farm sometime in the far, far future. But yeah, that was kind of ridiculous. Okay, so this is my first ever time streaming, so I hope that you enjoy it. Now, the reason why I'm so late streaming is that, one, I had a huge error that I couldn't actually figure out what was causing it, but I eventually figured out with the help of my father, but it took a lot of work. And 2, after that I had started, but I actually didn't record, so I was just saying stuff to nothing. However, now it should be working, and just to make sure, just to make sure that it's fine, I'm gonna look. Okay, amazing Tristeon live stream. Okay, perfect. So, this looks good. Okay, so it actually is working now. So as you can see in the distance, we're coming across Ocean 2 out of 2. Which you can see is this big landmass. It's kind of strange finding 2 oceans that close. I mean, they're pretty big oceans, but not super big. But the strange thing is that they're so close together. And there is a lava block, so I have to be careful. Here's a really cool place. It's like a little lagoon, kind of. This might be a place where I make not a base, but like a little house, kind of. It's so cool. So I would like to capitalize on its coolness. And the cool thing is that maybe you could have like a place right here, because it's right in between this beautiful little lagoon and a canal that eventually leads to here. And from here you can already see the start of the mesa biome. Now a strange thing with this, so as you can see on the map, it's kind of a little collection of islands, but then there's a big gap in the land bridge until it becomes the actual main place. So now let's skin my boat. Now I actually really love the boat in Minecraft because one, it can travel, it's the fastest common use method of transportation in the entire game. Ice boat roads, blue ice boat roads to be specific. Not only that, but it also can be used to transport mobs because you can put pretty much any mob in it. And on top of that, number 3, while you're on it, you don't lose any hunger at all. Other than standard losing hunger, you don't actually do anything, so you could do this forever, pretty much. So it's a really good thing. Now we are officially in the mesa, and I think on this island I should establish the mesa base. I mean, it won't actually be a full base, I'm just going to like mark an outline, but this will be the spot of my... Oh wait! Earlier I also laid the foundations for a mesa base, so this is actually perfect. This can be like the main mesa structure, and then I'll build an outline for the main mesa base. Essentially this will just be a gated off area with supplies and all of that kind of stuff, just that it's a great place for me to gather resources in the mesa and kind of lodge up if I'm traveling in this region. Okay, it's getting dark, but I'm going to see if I can finish. Okay. And bed. Now let me know if I have any technical issues on this, because, well, I'm pretty new to live streams. This is the first one I've ever done. What? Oh, I accidentally actually opened up the live stream thing, so, and yep, I know that no one's watching, but they'll be able to watch later, so pretty good. Okay, so now it's the morning, and it's perfect for finishing off the mesa base. Now this is the reason why I always carry lots of cobble around. It's a great outlining material. Like here, I've outlined the mesa base. It can have a little like farm area. It can have like, this could be like a main like facility. It can have a little horse stable for a horse that stays here. It's all around pretty good. Okay, so now we get off of our mesa base. Actually, no, I'll continue building it a little more. I'm going to build a wall. I know that I won't actually be able to finish because I didn't bring enough cobblestone with me, but that's okay. Okay, so I have this. Perfect. Now the point of this place is just to kind of be, like I said before, an outpost for weary travelers. That being me. It would have staples, a little bit of storage, a sleeping house, maybe a horse stables. Just in general, a place for me to stay. So, pretty good. Now, let's continue on our voyage. So we just have to remember that the big island, actually I'll write this in my book, 1, so that is, ugh, I keep on forgetting here. So that is, I need to remember, because the annoying thing with playing in casted mode on this TV is that you can't actually see the whole coordinates, so actually I'll just write it in later at some point. Okay, so now we'll set voyage, and we just have to remember that on this island is where the mesa outpost is. Okay, there's a drown here, and one here, so I have to be super careful. Okay, so I have to make a run for it. Because drowned are actually really dangerous, especially if they have a trident. You don't want to mess with a trident drowned. They're actually the deadliest creature I've ever came across. Well, actually, I've never came across him, but I know they're so dangerous that if I did, it would be KO for me. Okay. Now. Okay. There. So now let's continue pioneering in the Badlands. Now, it's the other day, I was in Dinosaur Provincial Park, which is one of the main Badlands, and it's a really cool place. And it doesn't look exactly like this, but it's really similar. So I'm going to continue doing my pioneer exploration. And the good thing with this is that a few episodes back, Lucas the Gamer challenged me to put a green carpet on Larry's llama. Now, I don't know how you get normal green carpets, but I believe... that was the lava pits that I kept safe. Yeah, I almost ran right into it. That would have been crazy. Luckily, it didn't happen. So, if I go here, then that means that I'm getting pretty close to the edge. If there's a black area here, I have to be careful, because if there's something that's pitch black, then that means that I can spawn bad guys. Okay, so now I'm pioneering the map. Heading to the very edges of Minecraft. Literally, pushing what's possible. Well, actually, no, everyone knows that adventuring's possible, but come on, it sounds good. You have to say it. Okay, I'll just go and throw that out because I have enough terracotta. And terracotta is incredibly easy to get. Like, incredibly easy to get here. It's actually kind of interesting. You can see that there's like a river that goes through the mesa. That was kind of like the Red Deer River that we were at. So really cool. And on the top, you can see all the way down to the what is it? Oh yeah, it's the ocean. Okay. Let's go. Exploring. Perfect. And our health is starting to get recovered for the bad drops we had. Oh, and it looks like we're coming... Oh, this is crazy cool! This is like a dock, kind of. It's like a dock here, like a whole bay. But the only problem is me getting down. Okay, how should I do this? How should I approach it? Okay, I'm allowed to take small gaps, small falls, as long as I don't severely injure myself. This is like so picturesque. This would have been where I put the mesa base, but it's too far away from the main place. Meanwhile, it's a large island. Not the main landmass, but a large island's much better. So now let's get back in the ocean. Now now, speaking of boats, I was thinking of a great trap idea. It wouldn't be a violent trap and it would only affect mobs, but it's just a big field of boats, and if any mob steps on it, then they get trapped in one of the boats. So that would be kind of cool, I guess. Okay. Okay, so what happens here? This is kind of cool. Is this a maze of spikes? No. Okay. So now I'm pushing new terrain in, one terrain that I've never seen before. You can tell because it's not loaded in the map. What? Is this a ruined portal? Do we seriously have a ruined portal? I mean, they're not that rare, but is it? It is a ruined portal! Yay! I'm so happy right now. I know it's just a small thing. Ruined portal will give, once we have diamond, it'll give me an easy way to make a nether portal, so I can just take the obsidian from there, and it could have some great loot. I mean, I know it only has gold stuff for the most part, but still, gold can be great. Okay, I know this is kind of a lie. Gold can never be great, but okay. So pretty good. So now on to the river, and now we're past the river. This is not a very big river. However, this river has squids in it, so I guess that means something. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the boat to rise. Okay, the boat's there. I have to make a dash for it because the drowned could kill me with a single swoop if there's any in the river. I believe they have some sort of functionality that allows them to sense when someone's in water from any place away. Okay, so I need to be careful here. Yeah, it would be probably a good idea if I'm really careful here. Okay, so how do I patch up this problem? How about I get some sand? How deep is this? Okay, it's only 1 block deep, so then that shouldn't be that hard to patch. I just need to grab some red sand. Oh, the sun's starting to go down. This is like the perfect location for a ruined portal. It looks like settlers of this area tried to build it, but it kind of failed, and therefore it's ruined. Okay, and yes, I know that I'm kind of taking a lot of time just to investigate this portal, but come on, it's totally worth it. There's a big chance, not a huge chance, but a pretty big chance of giving me some great loot. Okay, I have to be careful. I'll sneak here. Okay. Is the sun getting low? Well, it is, but it's not done yet. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now I have to do the most annoying thing in the world of Minecraft. Spam clicking a bed. I seriously hate it. Like, what's the point of it? There's really nothing, and it's really boring, and it's really bad. Like I said before, I absolutely hate it. It would be much easier if they had it so you can sleep whenever, but instead of skipping it to a certain time of the day, it skips it a certain amount. Instead of skipping it to a certain amount of time, it skips it a certain amount of time. I know that really sounds confusing, but all I'm saying is that it skips 6 hours forward instead of going to X time. Oh, there's a trident drowned. Those are so dangerous. They can almost one-shot you. That's why I always try and avoid boat travel when I cannot. Okay. Okay. And there. Now, this is kind of annoying, like I said before. I know I've kind of said it like 10 million times. But, oh, okay. So what's the loot? Now I need to be careful in case there's any more unpatched lava. Ah! Ow! Oh! Is that lava? No, it's the red sand that replaced the lava. That's kind of awesome. Okay, so loot. Golden apple. Nice. Tons of golden carrots. Nice. Oh! This is the best shovel I've ever had in the game. Seriously, I mean, it'll break in no time. But Silk Touch 1, Unbreaking 3, and Efficiency 4. This is amazing. And Fortune 1, Unbreaking 2. Nice. And Golden Boots is blast protection. I mean, they're worse than my leather boots because they would break like right away. But nice. Especially as a golden apple. That one's amazing. The other ones are just nice, but ugh. Okay. So now let's turn around and head back. I'm going to make sure that there's nothing else I want right now here. What? Is there a particle? Oh, I never knew there was a particle effect for obsidian. I always knew there was one for crying obsidian, but not normal. Now, I have a question. If anyone's watching, can they post it in the chat? Because I really don't know if what can be here. Oh, you can mine magma. Nice. I'm just going to loot some magma because, okay. And for, okay, I'll get some magma. And for some never ending. And for, I'll get my gold block. Because why not? It's free money, essentially. And I'll get some netherite just so I can have infinite flames. Yeah, infinite flames are pretty awesome with netherrack, so I have to get that. Okay, so let's look at the map. So in order to get back, this way is the way to go. This is why I really like these sorts of maps. So I can tell you exactly where to go without being complicated at all. Okay, so that drowned is there, so I have to watch out for him. Because I think he will shoot me from the water if he sees me. Okay, I'm going to climb this hoodoo. Well, technically, it's not a hoodoo, but that's what I always calls him. This is actually like beautiful overhang. Like that looks like it was man-made, but it's not because of course Herobrine doesn't exist. So of course it can't be man-made. So en Tristeon in French or interesting in English. Okay, so get across. My options don't exist because I only have one option really, and that is to pillar across. But where to pillar across should I go? I'll go from here. Okay, I guess I'm going to go from here then. I'm not really want it, but I don't want to waste any blocks because I have very limited blockage. I'm running low on blocks. The only other blocks I have are the valuables, including, I know that once you've gone to netherrack, it's really not valuable, but that's the only source of netherrack I've so far found in my world. Ruin portals, I believe right now, is the only way for me to find any nether stuff. Okay, so where am I? I am it's the middle of the day, essentially. If the actual sun is much more useful, then it's the most useful way of checking time. Okay, I'm running low on materials. I'm not going to get there in time. Okay, what can I do to save material? Ah! Oh no! This is bad! This is bad! This is really, really bad! Okay, this is terrible! This is why you don't explore. This is why I normally don't like to sleep at night. I'm elsewhere because I started at the world spawn point and now I lost all of my stuff and all of my experience. But luckily, I don't think that's a word. Luckily, I didn't actually bring that much. All I brought was, let me think. Oh yeah, I brought, like I said at the beginning, I brought, oh no, my map and my adventure book. Okay. Okay. Wait, how do you make a book? And how do you make, and there's nothing actually craftable, but if I turn off the, because I don't have anything, but if I turn off, how do you make a map? To make a map, you need, I would like a locator map, so, you need a crafting table. Okay, this was terrible. The good thing is that I don't think I was actually carrying that much valuable stuff, only the coordinate book and the map, and I think you can remake all of them without that much trouble. Let me see, so if I go map, then that's made with, I want a locator map, then that's just piece of paper, which you make out of sugar cane and a compass. Okay, so that's fine. So then I can easily make a locator map, and then the much harder part is a book and quill. How do you make that? A book and quill is a book, a feather, and ink sac. So it's actually not that bad at all. Sure, I lost all of the loot from the ruined portal, but I did two things I wanted to accomplish today. I explored pretty much the entire mesa that was on the map, Badlands Mesa, I don't care how you call it, I'll just call it the thing. And I also started establishing my mesa base. Now the only thing I have to do is remember where my mesa base is, because I can't really know because I don't have a map. I'll have to remake a map as soon as I possibly can, just because it will be really annoying to explore without it. Okay, so on that really bad and sad and terrifying note, this is a perfect way to end the stream. Oh, okay, so apparently this is not how I was doing my videos, and I also do in the live streams. Make sure to check out my friend Spotline's content. It's really cool, and I really like it. And also, make sure to join the Discord, get exclusive early peeks of videos, and you have a chance of being featured in the next video. Okay, for the last time, this is the sad and distraught, amazing Tristeon signing